Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm the Chief Morale Officer for Chattervation. Chattervation is my new model in relation to nurturing and empowering employees in relation to returning to work. So my background is I'm a trained general nurse. I trained back in the early 1980s, and then I specialised, having worked in intensive care for a long time. I then specialised in occupational health case management in the late 1990s. Over those 35 plus years, whether professionally or personally, I've met and interacted with many people from many different walks of life, varied backgrounds, cultures, ages, education and financial backgrounds. And it's my experience that we all have a story. Some people seem, and I say seem, to sail through life. Other people seem to hit one obstacle after another, and life just seems to be throwing stuff at them almost constantly. Having spoken to numerous people, I do think that when hardship hits, it does tend to be a bit of a tsunami where you hit time after time after time, and things just seem to be constantly going wrong for a period of time. And it can be really, really hard to cope in those situations and get by. And you can't see the wood for the trees. You can't really make sensible decisions and choices, and you can feel a little bit like you're drowning and overwhelmed by everything. Sometimes you can feel overwhelmed by a little thing, like a hole in your sock can maybe get you to flip your lid. And then other times, something as major as a cancer diagnosis for yourself or a loved one can seem quite insignificant. And it doesn't really make much sense sometimes that we're struggling with small things and okay with bigger things. And just because one of us reacted in a particular way to a particular situation at one time doesn't mean that every time that occurs we're going to be the same. So what I'm saying there is we can all react differently to different situations, or even the same situation at different times. In my experience, the majority of people want to be at work. I believe that work provides many things for us, including a purpose. We all need a reason to get up in the morning. We all need a reason to get up, brush our teeth, have a shower, get dressed, move. That's purpose. Work provides social company. It provides money. Structure. So you get up, you get to work, you go to work. Even if you're working at home, you have your lunch break, you have a pattern, you have a structure to your day and your time. And then you get home, have your dinner, all those things. It gives us structure. It gives us time away from the home life. Yeah. And the complexities of home life. That can be things like having carer responsibilities, or even getting away from an abusive situation in the home, or just different company and companionship. But sometimes work can be difficult for health and or social reasons. Health reasons can be relating to the condition or diagnosis or the treatment plan that you're on for that health condition. So pain can be a significant factor that can stop you being able to do things. Position changes, maybe if you've got a back or a joint problem, you might find that being in a particular position for any period of time or extended periods of times, or doing particular activities or movements, can cause problems and be problematic. But that might be part of an expectation of your job role. Having a health condition that has an effect on your bladder or your bowel can have the resultant knock-on of you needing to have bathroom visits that might be uncomfortable, and you might feel uncomfortable about your colleagues. Temperature control, in relation to, you might be particularly sensitive to heat or cold because of a health condition or a treatment plan. Temperature control can be quite a restricting issue for a lot of us. Relationships with a colleague or even workload might be too heavy, or workload can be too light, because if you're bored, it can be really hard to get through a day. They're just some of the issues that I can think about at this very moment in time. But sometimes we need to be absent. Sometimes just a short absence is enough time for the recovery or the symptoms to settle down, enough to be back at work. Other times we need to be off for a longer period of time and need to navigate the healthcare system. Sometimes we need to have consideration of reduced hours or altered workload for a period of time, whether that's short term or long term. Sometimes we can struggle with getting back to work and being work. As a business, a manager, human resources, do you actually know how much absence is costing you? It started to rain. Many businesses don't actually know what the cost of that is, whether financially, by others covering and working overtime, and the effects on morale when you've got somebody who's off sick a lot of the time or for extended periods of time. Not getting people back to work on reduced or altered hours or responsibilities can have a significant cost to any business. So the Chattervation Model covers navigating the healthcare system, barriers to life and work, whether that's health barriers or social barriers. I help attendees to explore the issues that are affecting them. I help them to gain knowledge, which I believe is power, to get improved communication so that they can communicate better with their healthcare providers and or communicate better with their chain of command. And that communication, in turn, brings a sense of control. And control, we all need to feel a degree of control in our lives. And if we feel a degree of control in our work, that can help us to feel more satisfied and rewarded. The Chattervation Model also covers the concept of reasonable adjustments. I highlight always that reasonable adjustments are down for the business to make that decision. I encourage dialogue to explore return to work plans between the employee and the management, to the benefit of everybody's improved health relating to life and work. This is health. There's no guarantees with health. Health doesn't come with a guarantee. Everybody is different. Everybody reacts differently, often to the same issues. I'm suggesting that anybody, any business, considers inviting any employees or managers who are struggling to participate in a Chattervation workshop. You can look at my website, which is chattervation.com, or you can send me an email, which is jackie@chattervation.com. So that's for employees or managers who might be struggling with health related issues that are affecting life in general and work. Let's see if we can help to empower people to feel more able to manage their health and life and work. Let's see if I can get in before it absolutely pours down. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it. Look forward to hearing from you soon. That's Jackie@chattervation.com and chattervation.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.